Animated,
Say,
animated,
say,
animated,
say.
animated sage talks. Anywho, this is the official Animated Sage Thoughts podcast. You know,
What's the unofficial animated Sage Thought podcast?
I don't think there's any. There better not be no unofficials out there, but you know, I'm Mel. That's Chris over there. And
I can introduce myself.
okay, well, what's your name, man?
I'm Sage.
I'm Sage. That's what
I'm
he
a
is.
Sag.
You know, he's Sage the Sage.
Yes.
Is that where you got Sage from?
No, definitely not. Sage is a character from Ronin Warriors, way back in the day.
But is that where you got it from?
Yeah.
Black Sage is
Black Sage. See,
no. You got Black Sage from a Ronin Warrior character.
No, Sage is from a Ronin Warrior character. Black Sage came into play when I got Xbox Live. Sage was taken.
Oh.
So I put Black in front of it so that I could have Sage still.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes a little bit more sense. But anywho, me and Chris, we decided to start this little podcast thing, this is my close friend,
His closest friend.
my closest friend in the world, closer than the shadow. And then, we have
Too close.
we have similar interests, but we also have different perspectives. So, our personalities meshing well will create something that most people out there will want to enjoy, So that's the main reason why we decided to, start this little podcast. He got little big things going on with his health stuff. I had big stuff going on with my anime stuff, and
What happened with your anime
we're
stuff?
not gonna get into that right now, man. It's a
Okay.
little. It's
We'll say that for later on.
we ain't gonna talk about it. Not today. It's a soft spot.
We gonna bring it up. We need to bring it up while it's still fresh.
It's like a wound. It's like you get stabbed and get stabbed again. In the same spot. It hurts, man.
People like when you're genuine on camera. Like when you're genuine, they can feel it. They can vibe with you.
Yeah, I understand that, but no,
Alright.
I don't want to talk about it.
All right.
But anywho, this me and Chris, we've known each other for how long? About 17 years.
Man, I haven't calculated in a while. How old are you?
How old are you? No, we
know how old you are.
We've known each other for about 16 years, man. 16, 17, I would say 17 years.
Yeah, probably 17 years.
Yeah.
We met when. Well, how old were you when we met?
Hey man, stop. We ain't gotta talk about ages.
14. What are you trying to hide your age for?
Man. Hey man, might be some honey dips out there, man.
What? You ain't. Hey, some girls like older men.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been about 17 years. We met through a mutual friend, and obviously, when I first met him, I didn't like him.
Here we go.
I didn't like him at all because this is game we played Super Smash Brothers, and he played my character. I was like, he playing Sheik. How? I said Sheik's my character. You know what I mean? And from then on, just like the more you hang around someone, because it's a mutual friend, you're obviously going to build some kind of bond just being around them. And stuff like that. And, over time it developed. We've been through thick and thin, through a lot of stuff.
I'll tell you when it changed. I remember distinctively.
I remember. Okay.
Okay, let's see if we remember the same.
Let's see.
I had moved away from Ohio. I went to Delaware, and I was there over the summer. Actually, I ended up being there for almost a year. And when I came back, I think we communicated a little bit because I think we were into Yu-Gi-Oh cards back then still. We communicated a little bit about Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff like that. When I came back, we started hanging out. I got this camera from Walmart, and we started hanging out all the time. We were recording. You know what, man? We should get some of that footage. I wonder if we can get some of that footage from the camera.
I mean, we could, but no.
Just a little bit of it, just a snippet of it.
No. No.
Golly, this dude's so difficult. Anyway, from that point forward, I know that was the shift. Like when I came back, we started hanging out, and then that's when, we started rocking together.
No.
Okay.
We were talking. I remember one particular conversation. We were talking on the phone.
Was I away?
No, you were living in Cincinnati.
Okay.
And I don't know. I think I was because I usually would call the house phone or something like that, and I would ask for John because John knew like what to do on like Wind Waker or something like that, or the Zelda games, and he wasn't there. You answered the phone, and then we started talking. You don't even remember this because you looking like, I have no idea what
tell the
you're talking
story,
about.
and then if you
No,
something.
no. I mean, because I don't remember it vividly. I just remember that feeling that I got. Was like, oh man, this is actually pretty cool, pretty cool dude, man.
Oh,
So just like from that point on, I was like, okay, because we was on the phone for about 2 hours. I don't know what we were talking about, but from then on, we meshed well. And then maybe you moved away and then came back. I don't really remember you moving away.
see, so he's got completely different memories of me.
I don't remember you moving away.
That's what perspective's all about. We got two different perspectives.
Yeah, I don't know, but over time, we built, we built a nice little bond, man. Moved to New York together, and because it's like we always had big dreams, or we always thought bigger than our circumstances. Just because you live in a hood or you live in a city that's surrounded by hoodlums doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be one of those hoodlums and participate in gang activities or things that happen in the neighborhood. Well, not like gang activities. Not like gang activities like, yo, cuz, let me get them shoes.
Some people, they grow up in the hood or they grow up in the neighborhood or a city and they stay there. They just never leave. That wasn't us.
Yeah, we didn't get swallowed by that city. Like it literally feels like it's like a soul-sucking environment.
Yeah.
It's literally like a soul-sucking environment. And we thought we were much bigger than our circumstances. And how did you get to New York?
My brother Steve and Tyler, his best friend, they were in Dallas, where we are now. Oddly enough, they were here. They got hired on by this company called 2020, and 2020 was promoting the Verizon Fios service. That's when Verizon Fios just launched. So that'll tell you how long ago this is. And if you guys use the context clues, you can figure out how old Mel is. But anyway,
Bruh.
I'm gonna drop little clues as we go along. But when they started making all this money, they were like, "Yo, Chris, you got to get on board." Because I was in the sales at the time, or it's a few years before that. I was doing prepaid legal. I was doing sales, and Steve knew that I was good with it. So he was like, "Yo, you got to come out." And we were supposed to end up coming here. We were supposed to come here, but maybe a month or two before we were going to come to Dallas, Steve and Tyler ended up getting transferred to Long Island. And they were like, yo, we're in Long Island. We're like, what is going on,
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'll see y'all in New York, And then that's when I was like, yo, Mel, I'm about to move to New York. And this is obviously after we had started, bonding or whatever. So I'm like, yo, Mel, I'm moving to New York.
Pause.
What you going to do? You coming with me, or what you gonna do?
And then
I moved. You didn't.
Yeah, you
didn't
moved,
come. I moved.
But then, because you can't forget, you were already planning to go there, and then we were at that concert at UC.
Yep, I'll never forget that.
When Common came, and
is that with a concert where I actually convinced you? Because you weren't always on board with coming.
Right. Yeah, literally. This is why I remember it so vividly. It's just like we were at that concert. Talib Kweli was there. Then Common, he came out as like the headliner. It was a free concert, and Common, he was doing his thing and banging the drums, and then he threw the drumsticks out in the crowd, and all you see is one big old hand come out the crowd, and Chris caught both of the freaking drumsticks that were broken. Chris was like the tallest one there, so it made it much easier, I guess, to catch it.
Nah, like I had that. I always had that ability to catch things and reflect things.
Dude, it came right to you.
Whatever.
It came right to you.
But
anywho,
wow.
Afterwards, we went to La Rosa's in Clifton. Because, UC campus is right there. And so we went to that campus, and then we were talking at La Rosa's, and she was like, yo, man, what you doing, man? You still working at White Castles? You ain't doing that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm with it.
That was it.
I'm with it.
That was it. That was the change.
I went home that night, told my mom, I was like, Mom, I'm moving to New York.
She said, boy, you ain't going nowhere.
She ain't believe me, but little did she know that it happened.
But that's dope, though, because, like, that decision that you made right then and there changed the rest of your life. Like,
yeah. I mean, that's what it's all about, man. Making these life-changing decisions and Yeah, man. New York was quite the experience.
Okay, now New York was different.
Yeah.
Now we had a lot of good times in New York. We had some scares in New York.
Y'all. Well,
Yeah. Well, especially with me and John.
I didn't have no scares.
You didn't, but you were probably worried
About what?
about us at some point in time.
I
Yeah, if I tell the story, you'll remember.
we don't have to go deep into whatever in New York, but the only like situation that I got into New York that stands out is that time we were at that customer's. We knocked on that customer's door, and like I was trying to sell the lady, pitch the lady Verizon Fios or whatever, teaching her how to do it, or teaching her how to trying to close it, trying to make the deal, and she was like, "Oh no, don't think." I was being persistent. And then the dude came out like, she said, she don't want to do it. And I was just like, hold on, B, don't be talking to me like that. And he was like, B, look at you, B. What's your name? You know what I mean? And I was just like, hey, man. I told him my name was Jerome. I told him my name was Jerome. And he said, you coming at me? Like, we started, I was about to swing on dude.
Dude was going to get smashed.
I was 19. I was 19 at the time.
He was going to get smashed.
And back then, I was a little hot-headed. I was a lot more hot-headed than I am.
Oh, you were a completely different person.
Yeah, so I was like, I was about it. I was like, whoever wants it, they can get it. 'Cause I'm fresh off Cincinnati.
Fresh out the hood.
That's all I know. So, but I mean, it's like that's really like the only experience. And then, things happen in New York. Girlfriends and all that stuff.
Man, we'll save that one for another time.
Yeah.
We got to do a whole thing about New York.
Yeah.
I mean, that's at least an hour and a half conversation.
Yeah, but then New York, then the PA, then from PA to Connecticut, back to PA, then PA. I went to Ohio. You went to Delaware, and from then on we did our own things for a couple years. At the crib. Then you moved back to Cincinnati.
Yeah, I think I moved back. Let's see, that was probably like 2007 when I was in Delaware, and I think I moved back in 2009.
Yeah, so you was there for a little bit, and then when you moved back to Cincinnati, we rekindled and started,
Hey, I told him, look, when I got back to Cincinnati, because I already knew what it was, I said, look, I'm only here for a period of time. I said, I'm not staying here. I said, what you gonna do? You hadn't started talking to anybody at that time yet. You hadn't.
You were there
You were single.
No.
When I very first came back, that's like 2009.
No, I was probably talking to Lila.
You was talking to her by then? Okay, so I told him, yeah, he was probably talking to her already. So I told
hold
him,
on. When did Obama get elected president?
Man, I don't know. 2008 or 2009, I guess.
It's 2008 because me and Lila.
He's 2008 because he got reelected.
Yeah, me and Lila, we got together because me and Lila, we went to that. He was on UC campus.
Yeah.
Where I was supposed to. I went to that Obama rally, and they had, Obama came and spoke, and I saw him. And that time, me and Lila, we was talking on MySpace.
MySpace?
Yeah, and this was like the first time that I had met her.
Oh, at the rally?
Yeah, well, she picked me up because I didn't have a car back then.
Ooh.
And like, it's funny thing is I was talking to two chicks at the time. It was Lila and some other chick, and both of them were up around the UC campus. And Lila, I was like, I'm going come on her to come, scoop me up. Because she was, back then gas was cheap, so she was just like driving around because she was bored or whatever.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then she came and picked me up, so I didn't have to catch the bus, and she took me to the crib. The thing is, I was super hood. I had my grills in.
Yeah.
Oh man, the thing is, like she was like, you were so shy. I didn't say anything. I was looking like straightforward, just like that. And then, but yeah, so that was 2008.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was still talking. I was talking a lot.
So when I came back, I was like, yo, Mel, I'm not staying here. I'm just here to like get my stuff together, recuperate, because,
That was 4 years.
4 years ago.
That was with Lila.
Oh, okay. Yeah, y'all were together a long time.
Crazy.
And it's crazy because I'm like, man, this dude ain't gonna come because he's gonna stay here with Lila. Like, that heart, that love thing, that's strong. And I don't know, things just ended up working out in the end, kinda.
Yeah, I mean, me and Lila had a little rough patch. So I was just like, man, you know what? I'm out of here. We talked about it. The thing, it wasn't that hard. or at least it wasn't that hard to convince me to to move back or move down to Texas
Yeah.
or whatever. New experience. I mean, I have a few, probably have maybe a few regrets. Maybe I would have asked.
Got to learn to live with regrets. There's no getting around that.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But then, 2012 came back down this piece.
2012. Yeah.
February 7th, 2012. I remember that because I made a song about it.
Right.
We
We were up. Well, I know I was up the night before we moved because it's a 16-hour drive?
16-hour drive.
16 hour. That's in the song too. 16-hour drive. 16-hour drive. I was up like for 10 hours before we made the drive. So I was wiped out. Were you up? Did you sleep that night?
Nah. Well, I slept a little bit. Me and Lila, we slept on the floor. We slept on the floor because everything was already in the truck.
Packed up.
Man. Ah, man. I don't want to go down these thoughts.
Hey, man.
These thoughts, no.
Stay away from them thoughts.
Thoughts. Not them thoughts. Them thoughts.
Thoughts. So.
It was quite the experience. And then, we've been down here flourishing, developing mentally, physically, and all that jazz, spiritually.
Man.
And learning a lot about ourselves and how the world functions and things of that nature. And moving to Texas is definitely 6 years.
6 years. 6 years this past February. Time flies.
Years. Yeah, man, we've been in Texas for 6 years, man, and we just been flourishing ever since then, man.
It's been good because it's like this is the best. I know this is the best move I've ever made. And like the progress I've made in my life, the things I've learned, the people I've met, it's just everything has been accelerated.
Yeah.
Texas is like, there's a lot of people migrate here. It's hard to meet people who are like from Texas. Like there's a lot of Texans, but a lot of people migrate here. So you meet people from all over. I think I've met 2 chicks, maybe 3 from Cincinnati actually, which I thought was weird.
I would see like on like dating sites or something like that. Like, chicks I went to UC or went to Xavier or something like that, but never met someone who was born and raised in Cincy.
I thought that was pretty dope. I know. I remember I met this one girl and like I was digging her. She was from Cincinnati. I thought that was so weird because when I was in Cincinnati, I didn't even like date girls from Cincinnati. I date girls from Dayton or Columbus or whatever, but. She was from Cincinnati, and we went and played pool, and like she almost beat me, which was like a big turn on for me because I'm like pretty good in pool. Mel will let you know. And I never saw her again. Like I thought the date went well. She was like, "Yeah, we should hang out again." She hyped me all up. Never saw her again.
Swerve. Dude, you got
She played me.
I haven't met any chicks from Cincinnati, but I have noticed since I've been down here that a lot of girls or people in general, they are from other cities, other states, and other parts of the country, and which is pretty cool because Texas is right, I guess kind of close near the border or whatever, and there's a lot of Hispanics down here.
Oh yeah,
a lot more Hispanics than there is back home in Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, Oh yeah.
So, I mean, that was I would say probably like the biggest change is like going into that Walmart and there's just nothing but Mexicans. And I mean, nothing against Mexicans. We love Mexicans.
We love all people.
All human beings. But it was just like, yo, what a hood at? What a hood? Our community was an Indian community. So we had a lot of Indians, and the Walmart was an Indian community.
Yeah, in Louisville.
Oh, okay.
We had a lot of Indians, and then Walmart, you see a lot of Mexicans, but I don't know. Like I spent a lot of time like in Dallas, the nightlife. That's really like when we very first got here. Yeah. That's really when I went out and saw people.
Well, because like in Cincinnati, we had like a go-to spot that we could always go to. If it wasn't,
what's go-to spot you talking about?
Well, for me and Anthony, like. We would go to, was it Metropolis? Metropolis. When they shut down Metropolis, we would go to Pulse.
Teen clubs.
Anthony liked that. Anthony liked those. Anthony liked those kind of spots. I was with it, But we also went to what's that mountain? Pavilion.
Oh, the Pavilion.
Yeah.
I mean, me and you went to the pavilion. You and Anthony used to go there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Me, Anthony, Ed, we used to go.
Oh, okay.
We went to the pavilion. A few
We
times.
actually, at that time, I remember we actually went out. We had two different groups because you and Anthony and Ed and whoever else you had over there, and then it was me, Lena, Steve, Corey, and this girl Jessica, which was one of Lena's friends.
Yeah.
We went out a lot. We used to go to the Black Fin if y'all.
But, yeah, I remember Blackfin.
Yeah.
That's where you got.
Oh, for real? For real? On the first episode, huh? On the first episode, he's trying to play me.
Oh no!
Ooh, I can see how this is gonna go.
No, I'm just saying. That's what.
Hey, shots fired.
That's just what I remember. You know, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I'm not gonna bring it up.
Oh, like people aren't gonna ask now.
No. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. We'll see how that works out. It's all good. You know, I got a mic too.
I do remember Blackfin. That spot got closed down. I remember freaking Lena's car got towed that night because, well, one of the nights. Lena went out. Corey was there. Colin was there.
Yeah.
Her car got towed because she parked but didn't pay for the paid parking, and they just towed her.
That's what they do.
And we had to.
Government's gonna get their money.
Yeah. Hold on, you
I
was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't go out without me. Not you and Lena.
Yeah, true that. Yeah, that wouldn't happen. Yeah, because I remember being in the back seat drunk. I remember being in the back seat drunk, and I was telling this was when I was going hard for you, and she was going through something with
Greg.
Yeah, whatever. I was like, forget that dude. He ain't nothing like Chris and all that jazz. You know what I mean? I was drunk. I was tipsy. You know what I mean? I remember that. I was in the back seat, third wheeling it. You know what I mean? And then we met up with everybody downtown. But yeah, man. That's Cincinnati. How do we get back to Cincinnati?
Man, that's the way to. I don't know.
How did we get back to Cincinnati?
We were talking about going out. The nightlife.
I was like, how the heck did we get to Cincinnati?
Yeah.
But yeah, we would choose nightlife. But here, since we got here, there wasn't really any go-to spots. So we would just Google places.
We had Chaucer's.
Well,
I like Chaucer.
Well, Chaucer's, but that's not when we first got here.
Nah, it was a little bit.
Because I remember we got here and we went on a Thursday or something like that. Who goes out on a Thursday?
We
Thursday
didn't work
to a club.
We weren't working when we first got here. Oh no, you're the only one that had a job.
I wasn't working.
You're the only one that had a
working.
job.
I stayed with a job. You know what I mean? I stayed with a job, man. And we would, but I was off for a week before I started working.
Right.
So we had to, we was venturing out, exploring the city, man. And then we ended up going to some gothic. Well, I can't remember what it was called, but we did end up going there. And then we ended up going to Plush. I think that's what it's called. Excuse me. We went to Plush, and it wasn't your audience, obviously.
It was a teeny bopper club.
Because Anthony was
I'm a
there.
grown man. Shoot, what am I doing in there?
Anthony rocks with that.
Dude, they were in there. Them girls were in there with their shoes off, dancing in puddles of liquid. I don't know what kind of liquid it was. I'm hoping water, but
hey man, got to get it how you live.
Dude, they were grimy in there. I'm like, yo, this is so trife.
Yeah, got to get it how you live.
Real talk. I don't care how bad you are. If you're in the club and you're dancing with your shoes off in a puddle of water, I'm not messing with you. It's just something about that I can't get around. Because in my mind, there's a picture of this girl twerking on some dude with the puddle of water splashing. I can see her right now.
That's nasty.
I'll never forget it.
That is quite nasty.
Yeah. Nah, I'll tell you. Remember, we were out one night trying to find. We were still trying to get our sea legs, and we stumbled in this club. I don't remember the name. It's Omega or something like that. And that's when I met Jasmine, Princess Jasmine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was like.
That was a hood looking.
It was a hood club. I think it was Omega or something like that.
No, I've only ever heard of that spot one time. I think they maybe shut it down.
Oh, I'm sure it's gone.
Yeah, I remember that spot.
Yeah,
Anthony was with us that night too.
Yeah, Anthony, and to this day, Anthony will remember Princess Jasmine. It's the only girl he ever remembers. His memory is terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, like she was bad, and I'm like, man. So I approached her. We started talking. Man, don't you know? Come to find out, I spent my whole night talking to this girl, and she's got a boyfriend. So I'm like, this is a waste of time. And so I'm like, all right, well, shoot, it was good talking to you. She's like, well, shoot, I'll take your number. I'm like, what? And yeah,
I got a boyfriend, but hey, I'll take your number.
I guess she wasn't happy with her situation.
You know what I mean? But hey, that's how it is, man. Girls out some women aren't loyal.
Hey, you know what though? I don't blame her, because if you're in a relationship and you're unhappy, then you shouldn't be in the relationship anymore.
Yeah. Or try to work it out. But
Well,
I mean, I guess you can't replace someone's happiness. In a situation. Every situation, every relationship is different. But you know, being able to work it out or stick it out, or if you really want to be with someone, but if happiness is something that you're lacking in a relationship, and no matter what you do in that relationship, you just don't end up being happy. Hey man, gotta
let it burn sometimes.
Gotta let it burn.
It's just what it is.
Gotta let it burn, man. You know, but
if it's okay, if we're talking about a marriage, or if we're talking about a relationship where you guys got a lot of history and it's just one slip up, you know what I mean, or one major or minor issue that y'all can't seem to get around, I can understand trying to work that out. But if y'all been together for a couple months or a year, and you got cheating going on, I don't really see what is that? Like,
yeah.
I'll let that go quick.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I couldn't be in a situation like that where I'm just dealing with the pain that someone's putting on me. Can't rock with that, man. You know.
Nah.
But we've like throughout the time that we had, well, since we've been here, like we've met so many different women, girls in general, just out.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
From Chaucer's is like where it all went down.
That was the spot.
When we lived in Louisville, like Chaucer was literally like 10 minutes down the street.
Yep.
10 minutes down the street. It was always popping. Always popping, man.
Nice mixed crowd.
Play good music. Mm-hmm. They had like the bartender who would like light the drinks on fire. He would say, everyone get back. Everyone get back. And everyone would get back, and then, whoo. Just be a big old blast of fire. Even if you weren't near it, you could like feel the heat.
Feel it, yeah.
Which was it's pretty slick, man. And we met quite a few chicks at that Chaucer, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
we had a lot of good times there.
I remember one time in particularly, not a chick that I actually talked to, but just a chick I was dancing with, and she was married. Woo! I was dancing with a married chick. She was like, because I was trying to talk to her, like, yo, so what's your name? What's your name?
I remember her.
She's like, I was like, oh, okay. And then she was, and then I was like, she's like, oh yeah, just so you know, I am married. My husband's over there. I was just like,
right.
Your husband's over there while she's twerking on me.
Right.
And like feeling me get a stiffy.
Right.
And she's on me. And like her husband's over there like, hey, thumbs up, bro. I'm just like, what kind of weird situation
swingers,
is this, man?
They're swingers.
And she's like, I was like, you want me to stop? I said, is this good? She was like, oh no, it's fine. He'll probably get off on this. He's such a sick bastard. I was just like, all right. You know what I mean? We can rock with it. And, you know, we danced for a bit, and I was just like, all right, man, I'm gonna let you do your thing, man. You know, I don't wanna
they're gonna take you home.
Yeah, I went to the husband. I was like, yo, it's cool, you know. He's like, yeah, it's cool, man. Just have a good time. It's like, all right, I'm with it. I don't think I could do that though, man.
Hey,
like, if you were married, and a guy, or your wife was twerking and like grinding up on another guy, like, how would you respond and how would you react in a situation like that?
I actually have a real life story.
You have a real life?
Yeah, this happened. This happened to me.
Hold on. Okay. Explain the story.
I was dating this girl, and we went on a cruise together. And like I was feeling her. Like I've never been on a cruise before. I took her on a cruise. We hadn't been talking that long, maybe about 6 months or whatever. But her vibe was just like, we just clicked so well. And I'm like, all right, cool. So, on the cruise ships, they got the clubs and, man, they got everything on a cruise ship. So let's hit up the club tonight. Like, we drinking, whatever, having fun. Man, we get to the club, we start dancing. It's all good, vibe's good. I'm like, you want a drink? She's like, yeah. So I go to the bar to get a drink. Now, between the time it took me to get the drink and come back, we're probably looking at around 10 minutes. Because when I got to the bar, there was this girl there. We started chatting. You know what I mean? So it probably took me about 10 minutes to get back to the floor.
Yeah.
I get back to the dance floor with her drink in my hand, and she's twerking on another dude.
Bruh.
I'm like, and like, here's the thing. I'm not the jealous type, like, at all. Like, I'm not a jealous person, but that rubbed me the wrong way. Like, it just caught me so off guard. I'm like, oh, no, she didn't. Like, she's twerking on this dude. Like, why is she doing that? So I'm like, okay. I'm like, I pull her aside, whatever. I'm like, why are you dancing with this other dude or whatever? She's like, what? Like, what's the problem? I'm like, what do you mean? Like we're here together. Like, why are you dancing? She's like, we're here together, but we're not like in a relationship. And I'm just like, yeah, but we came on this trip together. Like, we're dating. Like, we're getting to know each other. Like, we're not in a committed relationship, but we didn't talk about this. My thing is this. Had we talked about it, I would have been okay with it. Cause it's like, okay, we both like, all right, I'm gonna dance with other people, you could dance with other people, and I would have known that. We didn't talk about it. It's like communication. Yeah. So to answer your question, if my wife wanted to dance with other people, one of two things would happen.
That was a prolonged answer. Go ahead.
Here we go. That's the whole point, baby. That's what we all about.
Go ahead, man.
Either I'm not going and I don't want to see what you got going on, or we've agreed that when we go out, it's all good. We could dance with other people, and that's an understanding that we had prior to getting there. I'd be okay with it under those circumstances.
Nah. Ain't happening.
You can't.
If you're on a cruise, if I take you on a cruise, you ain't dancing with nobody but me. I'm getting all the attention. This person you dancing with, he ain't paying your way. Forget that.
Tell him you better chip in.
Forget that. I'm like, nah, cuz, I need $5 for this drink at this bar. You know what I mean?
Chip in.
Forget that. I'm paying for the cruise and drinks.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we staying in the same room. You ain't got to deal with this pain I'm feeling. You know what I mean? You just gonna be going back to wherever you from, Huecamundo or whatever. You know what I mean?
Huecamundo.
Was it a brother she was dancing with?
I don't remember the dude. I don't remember what he looks. I don't even think I ever looked at the dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. Oh, so check this out. So we argued or whatever. But we worked it out a little bit, I guess. So then the next day, we had separated for a little bit. I can't remember where she was, but I went to the casino and I went to the bar, and there was this girl sitting at the bar. She was a woman. She was a grown woman. At the time, I was probably about 29, 30. I don't even know how long ago this was. But so I'm at the bar and I see her. I'm like, oh, she looks nice. And I'm like, well, shoot, I'm already getting cheated on, so I might as well go on and spit some game. So we just started talking. Real cool chick. And I'm like, yeah, so I'm here with this girl, and I told her the story about the club. Because I wanted to know if I was tripping. Like, I just wanted to see if I was overreacting. And she's like, she did what? She started twerking on? I was like, yeah, and she said it's all good. She's like, all right, well, look, this is what I'm going to do. Me and y'all going to the club tonight? I was like, yeah, we'll be there. Me and my girl's going to be there, and we're going to dance on you. I was like, bet. So I'm like, yo, this is going to be so clean. And got to the club later on that night. Her and her girls were there, and I got the three-way twerk.
A three-way twerk?
Yeah, I was awkward. But
it's like one in the front, one on the side. What, like, one twerking on your back?
Kind of. I think they were both, like, two were kind of like on my back, on the back corner, and then one was in front.
Did she say anything like?
She didn't say anything. I got no reaction. That doesn't mean that she didn't feel a certain kind of way. But of course she can't react. There's nothing she could say at that point. So
yeah. Wow. Well, that's quite the experience, but yeah, that's yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to. I don't know. If I went on a cruise with a chick, I don't know. Couldn't rock with it.
You're one of them dudes. You probably don't really need to go to unless your girl she's got to be the type that understands you. Because if you go to the club with your girl and she doesn't get you, like a fight could break out.
Well, true. I mean, I don't mind her dancing.
Uh-huh.
But there's no way I'm going to let another guy grind on her,
right,
and just grab her. No.
I think you'd have a problem with her dancing with another guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, no. It depends on what kind of dancing. If it's twerking dancing, issue. If it's like salsa or bachata or something like that, that's fine. Because
why is bachata okay, but twerking's not?
Because it's an art.
Oh, come on.
No. It's more, Nick. It's more of a seducting type thing. Like when you're twerking on someone, you're getting an arousal. You can feel their freaking stiffy. You can feel them getting aroused.
Their member.
You know what I mean? You can feel that. And like,
okay.
No.
Oh, and bachata's different. You can't feel it. Because
have you ever done the bachata?
Do you not remember Sarah used to like try and teach me bachata? You don't remember that?
Actually, you know what? Nah, ain't nobody dancing with my girl.
See, there we go.
Ain't nobody dancing
That's
with
all
my
I
girl.
wanted to hear. Let's just
like we could do the electric slide, we could do the cha-cha slide.
So they can do the line dances.
They can do line dance all you want, but you know what? Don't touch my woman. Like if it's a guy that I know, no problem. But if it's just some random dude who just feels comfortable enough to grab my chick, you know what? In the first place, if my girl knows me and she knows I wouldn't rock with that.
Right.
And she allows that?
That's a problem.
Done.
Cutting her off. She ain't even getting a ride home.
Done. Yo, hey, cuz your Uber ready.
Your Uber ready.
Yeah, I mean, forget that. Ain't happening. Nah, son. Nah. It has nothing to do with like insecurity, just respect. It's like being having respect for the relationship. You know, it just depends on what you allow in your relationship.
Absolutely.
You know, like I wouldn't in my relationship. Man, these freaking bugs, man.
Ignore them, man. Why are you killing animals, dude?
No, I'm not killing animals. I'm killing little fruit flies. But
that is an animal.
That's not an animal.
Yeah, it is.
It's an animal.
Insects are animals, yeah.
You know what? Okay, whatever you say.
He'll give it to me. He knows.
Whatever you say.
You want to pull it up?
I'm not going to do this. Anywho.
You pull it up. We got the computer. We got the laptop right here.
Nah, not today.
All right.
A little bit too much.
We got too much going on. We don't want it to overheat.
You made me lose my train of thought.
You were talking about you're gonna have our Uber waiting.
No, I was talking about
that.
We're past that. But no, I think we were talking about boundaries of a relationship and things that you can and cannot allow. Like, you know, but yeah, I wouldn't want my girl to feel comfortable, you know, grinding on other guys and giving them the idea. It didn't have to forget the other guy. Just doing something that would disrespect the relationship in general, you know.
Yeah.
That wouldn't make me feel comfortable. Just period. Wouldn't like it. Would not like it, you know.
The things about relationships is like you said, everyone is allowed to have their own rules for their relationship. See, my problem with society is we try to determine rules for everybody's relationship. So like, for example, me and old girl are in a relationship and we're swingers. And you and your girl, y'all are monogamous, but somehow you want to like tell me I'm wrong for, you know what I mean, being a swinger or whatever. Okay. Everybody should respect the boundaries that they have made for their relationship. Like, you know, so that's kind of the reality for me. So if we decide, yeah, it's cool, you know, you can, and everybody's different. You might be with one dude who's like, yeah, that's cool. You could dance with other people. I mean, that like the guy who's dancing with his wife. He gets off on that. He likes that. Yeah. She might end up, you know, meeting a new guy, getting with a new guy or whatever. And now he's like, nah, don't let no. So that's part of getting to know somebody. We rush into relationships too quick. Like we don't really get to know people before we commit to them. And then, you know, now you in the club, y'all ain't talked about it because maybe your communication's lacking. she ends up twerking on some other dude because the last dude she was with, that was all good.
Somebody
now you're upset.
Somebody gonna get that.
Now there's a fight in the club. She thinks you're crazy. You think she's crazy. And now y'all got problems. You know, communication is key.
Yeah. I mean, communication is key in every relationship, but I mean, I personally feel, because it's my perspective,
Right.
that, man, respect me. And don't touch any other guys. You know what?
You own her, right? That's
No.
your property.
I mean, that's debatable, but
When you're with me, I own you. You're mine.
yeah. Well, no. It's not. I mean, women have their own. Same thing with guys. I mean, it's just, like you said earlier, just everyone has their own point of view when it comes to relationship and things that they do and don't want while they're in a relationship. So that's just what I would want. Nothing more, nothing less. Just respect me and everything that I want in my relationship. But I mean, but those are just, I guess, little scenarios that we've run into while, I guess being here in Dallas, or being in the club, running into random people, like the chick that I was talking about earlier who had her husband, or you being in the club, seeing chicks with puddles of water and that turning you off, but since we've been here, we've had numerous amount of experiences and met so many different women and guys, Wow. Well, not guys
I ain't met no
not,
guy.
not guys like, yo, good, hey, cuz, you know what I mean? Yo,
I like the way you dress, cuz.
You want to help me bench tomorrow? Nothing like that, you know what I mean? But just like, because it's funny, Anthony meets more, anytime like we're out and we're with Anthony, I know y'all probably wondering like, who the heck is this Anthony, guys? He's another guy, one of our closest friends, FYI.
He might be on the show.
Yeah, he might be on the podcast one of these days. But anytime that we're out together and we're hanging and we're chilling, this happened a lot. There would be guys or girls that would, approach us and be like, Are y'all together? Or like,
oh yeah,
they would think that we're gay.
That happened a lot.
And I'll just be like, nah, son. No. I said, baby, Anthony gay. I ain't gay. You know what I mean? And nothing against gay people. We love gay people. But, we just don't, we don't rock that way, And, we dealt with that a lot. I remember being at the Louisville and Chaucer's, and some chick wanted to talk to me. And she had some guy come up to me, and like the dude was talking to me. He's like, "Hey, yo, are you gay?" I was just like, "No, I'm not gay." I was like, "What's it?" It's like, what kind of random, just imagine some guy, random guy. Are you gay? I'm like, "No."
Right.
And he's like, "Oh man, I'm not meaning to offend you or upset you or anything, but the girl over there, she really likes you. Oh, well, not really likes you. She want to talk to you, and she thought you and this guy were gay or whatever."
Wow.
And then he's like, "Yeah, come meet her or whatever." I met her. She was cool. We chat-chitted and all that. And
didn't work out.
Oh no, she wasn't. She wasn't my type.
Yeah.
She wasn't the size that I prefer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know what? I remember we met Lila 2.0 at Chaucer. That was.
I was trying to avoid.
Why were you trying to avoid that?
I'm the opposite.
Because we mentioned Lila earlier, and we mentioned Chaucer. We might as well mention Lila 2.0.
Yeah.
That was funny. So like, I was. Here's the thing, Mel. He is not the type that typically will approach women.
Not today.
He has somehow this ability for women just to approach him. So he's never really had to do it. Me, on the other hand, I don't have that power. So there was this girl in there. I'm like, man, she's kind of bad or whatever. And she's at the bar, so I'm I just, hey, what's going on? My name's Chris. What's yours? Blah blah blah. So we start chatting or whatever. Now she had scoped us when we very first walked in. She had already like scoped us out or whatever. Saw the whole crew. She knew who I was with and everything. So we're talking, and then all of a sudden, like mid conversation, she's like, "Are you with those guys over there?" And I'm like, "Yeah, those are my boys or whatever." She's like, "Oh, okay. Is your friend single?" Or something. It was something like showing that she was interested in Mel. And I'm like, yeah, like he's, whatever. And she's like, oh, okay, something like I want to talk to him or something like that. I'm like, Well, excuse me.
Curve.
So I get played to the left, but I'm not a hater, so I go and hook my boy up. I don't think I had realized at the time that she looked like Lila, because
Nah.
no, it wasn't until probably the next day or maybe much later.
Nah, I was looking at her.
You knew you.
I was looking. I was just like, yo, she looks just like Lila. I was just like, no. I said I can't escape her. You know what I mean? I went over there, talked to her for a little bit. Well, no, Chris, like, he waved me up. He was like, yo, go over there, want to talk to. Go over there and talk to her. I was just like, what? It's like, go over there, want to talk to you. And she was like drinking and like looking nonchalantly, and then just like trying to, nonchalantly looking but looking away. And then I went over and I was just like, so, hey, what's up? I don't been out to approach girls like that.
And I broke the ice for you.
Yeah. But still, it's just still awkward, At least for me, it's awkward. And so, like, went over there, chit-chatted with her for a little bit. And then we ended up, was Tyler? Tyler was there that night. Tyler was there that night.
That would have been the first time they visited then.
Yeah. I'm not sure Steve
and Tyler have always come together.
Yeah, they came down. But yeah, I remember that because we ended up going. Yeah, that was the night that y'all ended up at a gay town or a gay bar or something.
Oh,
like
the
that.
hotel, we went to that hotel party. That was that night?
That was that night because me and Anthony, we left because we drove separately.
We went to the hotel party first together.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, because Alex and her crew, they were leaving because they were celebrating.
Alex is Lila 2.0.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Alex is Lila 2.0. And they were going to her friend's birthday party to another spot. It was this big buff dude, looked like Mr. Marcus, pause. And like as far as body size, and they went to Dallas. Oh, meet me at this spot. And we were texting. She gave me the address or whatever. And I was like, yo, we went to the hotel spot.
Yeah. And
I was like, yo, we're gonna go here. And it was whacking there.
It was terrible.
It was whacking there. But I was trying to vibe with old girl, and so. You, Steve, and Tyler bounced. Mm-hmm. Me and Anthony stayed while we were, mingling with Alex and her friends or whatever.
Okay.
And then from there,
you don't know the story.
I don't. From there, I don't know what happened between y'all, but I know after that, like I forgot where we went to. We ended up going to a strip club.
That was later on that night. You skipping the whole section.
Yeah, I don't like what else.
Let me fill you in on the
well, your part. I'm talking about my part because we was at that spot.
Okay, so let's keep the timeline going, right? So me, Tyler, and Steve, yeah, we left. Okay, it's late now. It's probably 12 o'clock, somewhere around there. Like stuff was about to start closing down, so we were like, man, we just. We would have stayed at Chaucer's, you know what I mean? So we kind of like, man, let's try and find something. So we just started driving around the area, and we just started seeing all these people. There was people everywhere, people like hanging out the windows. Like, so we're like, yeah, music is playing. So we're like, yeah, it's popping out here. So I'm driving, and as we're looking for a spot to park, I noticed these two guys on some stairs, and they were kissing, and I'm like, "That's odd."
Dude.
Like that's not something you see every day or whatever. So
that's odd.
I mean,
who says that? I would feel like, yo, they gay.
No,
they gay.
Clearly, I mean, thank you, Captain Obvious. You know what I'm saying? But like, so I'm just like, I didn't think much of it. We kept driving. Then I saw another dude, and he had his shirt was tied in a knot, like he was trying to make it a crop top, and I'm like. So I'm like looking at the guys. I'm like, yo, and they just kind of like, but it was popping, and we saw some women, so we didn't think.
I mean, gay spots are usually always popping because women feel the most comfortable there. Gay spots are usually popping.
Man, let me wait till we get in the club. So we park. We're like walking down the street. There's a whole bunch of bars and stuff. So we're trying to decide which one to go in. We see another dude like prancing down the street, like. I'm like, yo, dude, I think we're on the wrong side of town. So we stopped these two girls. We stopped these two girls, and Tyler walks up to him. He's like, hi there. We're not from around here. is this? And they were what? Gayborhood? He was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, you're in Gayborhood. And we're like, oh, okay, that explains it. And he's like, well, he said, are there any bars or clubs around here where we might find some straight women, you know? And they were like, oh, you know, this little place down the street. So we go to the spot, and lo and behold, we get in. The first thing we see is a bachelorette party. So we're like, jackpot. And there was probably about 8 girls in this party. It's only, 3 of us. So we're like, yo, this is going to work out well. So we approach them. Hey, guys, what's going on? Like, who's getting married? Blah, blah, blah. They're all like, yeah, but they're all happy and everything. We're like, shoot, you know, we just kind of ended up here when, you know, we didn't really know what was happening or whatever. They're like, oh, it's all good. Like, you guys can hang out with us. We're like, oh, yeah, that's dope. All right, we're going to go to the bar and get some drinks. They're like, all right, we'll see you guys in a bit. We go to the bar. Steve gets hit on by the bartender, but Steve like plays the role because he's like, shoot, we getting free drinks, we getting, you know, he's topping us off, no homo, and and so he's playing his cards or whatever, and we turn around and the girls were gone. They were gone. The whole party left like within 10 minutes. So we're like, all right, whatever. I was like, yo, you watch my 6, I watch yours. So Steve goes off in the crowd. He's doing his thing. He's enjoying the music because, like you said, it was live. Yeah. Like if it was a straight club, I would be like, yo, let's go there every week. Like it was live in there. Energy was good. Tyler was so uncomfortable. We sat down. This dude approaches us, and the dude is like, hey, what's going on, guys? And Tyler's like, hi, how are you? You know, like trying to be real short with them. And let me do the dude's voice for real. So he's like, so where you guys from? And Tyler's like, from out of town. I'm just here on business. And the dude is super nice. He's like, oh, that's what's up. He was like, what do you do? And Tyler's like, military. Like, so Tyler's game plan was he wanted to be like super, super stern, real short with them, whatever. The dude doesn't care. He's like, oh, well, thank you for your service. And Tyler's like, thanks, yeah. So the guy is like trying to have this conversation. He keeps asking questions, and Tyler is not having it. Like, he won't even entertain this dude. So eventually he goes away. And after a while, me and Tyler just kind of got fed up. But it was cool, man. We had a lot of fun in there, to be honest.
But how? Okay, this is where I'm confused. How did y'all get separated?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
all right. So you know how Steve gets when he drinks.
Yeah.
Okay. So Steve's like playing pool and stuff. Me and Tyler, we're ready to go because we're not having fun anymore. Tyler's getting hit on, you know. So and I was driving, so I'm like, look, I'm gonna go to the car, and I'm gonna just wait for y'all in the car because we couldn't get Steve to leave. Tyler's like, well, that's my boy. You know, I'm going to, stick it out with him. I'm like, you better man than I am. So I left, and I fell asleep in the car. They thought I left them because where we parked, there was a street in front of us that was identical to the street we parked on. So because even I got lost. I'm like, yo, I thought we parked on this street.
Yeah.
So they got to the street they thought I was parked on, didn't see the car, thought I left, tried to call me. I'm asleep in the car.
Yeah.
One street down. So then they I guess they get in a cab, end up at some pizza spot or hamburger spot. And then I think that's when they linked up with y'all.
Yeah, Tyler called me. Just like, y'all don't know where Chris is. Chris has left us. We're still down here. And I was just like, yo, man, I'm at the strip club. Like we're headed to the strip club, because I was still with Alex, Lila 2.0.
Uh-huh.
And me and Anthony, I was like, yo, because we were still deciding if we wanted to go. And then we ended up going, and then we met up with Tyler and Steve. They met us at the strip joint. And then they came to the strip spot with us, and, we was in the strip club. We was vibing out, had a, nice little time mingling out. There was a fight that broke out and all that. And then after that, we came back home, and then we ended up, I was worried about you. Everyone was worried about you. It's like, they're not picking up. No one's picking up. Chris isn't picking up. Every time I call, no one's picking up. And I was like, he'll pick up for me. I called one time. You picked up like, hello. I was like, I knew he'd pick up. And then I was like, where are you? He was like, I'm downtown Dallas. And I started getting, we like, oh snap, oh crap, I said, how in the world are you still down there? You know, because we've been out for a minute. You were still downtown in your car.
Still in front of Gabriel.
You were still down there. And then I was just like, yo, man, everyone's here. They thought you left, so they came. And then, you know what I mean, you came back to the crib. And
yeah. That was good. That was a fun night.
It was a fun night. It was a fun night for sure. We always had fun anytime Tyler and Steve had came down, man.
Yeah. Well, we got a ton of stories like that. We won't tell any more tonight.
Oh yeah.
We'll try to save it for next time.
Yeah.
But I'll say that like since we've been here, the success that we've experienced, it's been so amazing, and like my life has gone in directions that I never would have seen. One thing I want to just kind of put out there: if you guys want change to happen in your life, you got to change. Like you have to do something different. You can't keep doing the same thing expecting different results. We all know that. So coming to Dallas and changing my environment and putting myself, like the household is it's all these intelligent individuals who are all looking to grow, and like it's just been so amazing. It's synergy, you know what I mean? Like when you know that saying, you are the sum total of the 5 people that you spend your time with. Like that stuff is true. That energy that you feed off each other. So like if you hang around people that are always like Debbie Downers, or they always have something negative to say, or they're just real complacent and they don't want to do anything, they don't want to move forward. And if you don't want that type of lifestyle, you got to get away from those types of people, because their energy will rub off on you. So right now, and since this first podcast, we wanted to kind of be an introduction. That's why we're telling some of these stories, so you guys get to know us, get to see our personalities and stuff. But right now, I'm actually like in my career. I don't know if you want to even call it that, but my passion in life has been revealed to me, and I'm gonna do a shameless plug for a healthy alternative. I've got a health channel that I started. Bruh, super random.
The people who are watching this video are going to be coming from your health channel. So you're plugging to the people who already follow you.
There are people who will see this that have never seen me
or listen, because this will be on iTunes and SoundCloud.
Okay. So the people that are listening have never, there's going to be people, I'm telling them, look, healthy alternative, y'all are dealing with any ailments. Okay, that's what I bring to the table. Like I'm Mr. Health, natural health guru. Like I love natural, holistic health. So that's kind of like my background, and that's where things are going right now. And I'm having a lot of success with natural healing, and I've decided to move away from my job, like because I'm currently an electrician, so I'm doing electrical work, and I'm also doing the health thing. And I want to be able to provide information for free as much as possible. So I got the YouTube channel, I've got a Facebook group, I just started a website, www.healthyalternative.org. Check it out. And I'm just helping people, and I love it. And the group is flourishing, and it's like the energy is so good there. So going back to what I said, like if you want to heal, if you want to get healthy, get around people who are either healthy or moving towards health, like they want to be healthy. Yeah.
What sparked this little health kick? Because you haven't always been healthy. You actually pretty fat.
I was doughy.
To me, you weren't fat.
No.
But because I see you all the time, you're just tall. For those who don't know, you're 6'6", and I guess your unhealthiness, spreads throughout your
throughout
life.
the six.
Yeah. So like what sparked like that sudden change in you? Do you want to deep dive into it?
Oh, I'm gonna give you a brief. I'm not gonna dive deep tonight, but I'll give you a brief. So basically, I'm meticulous with certain things. Like certain things, I don't have like an OCD or anything, but certain things bother me, and like I gotta fix it. And I wasn't comfortable in my own skin. It's that simple. Like my body, I wasn't comfortable with my body. I had little aches, little pains, little stuff going on. Heart, like irregular heartbeat, stuff like that. So I'm like, man, I shouldn't have to live like this. Like, I shouldn't have to accept this. You know, they teach us, things happen. So I'll go to the doctor, and the doctor, I'll tell him, do the full workup. Blood, do the full workup. You know what I'm saying? Do the whole physical thing. And they'd be like, man, you healthy. I'm like, no, I'm not, because I don't feel good. Like, something's wrong with me. And they didn't know what was going on. So I took it into my own hands. I started studying, came across Dr. Sebi. Started studying because he was getting stuff done. Like, he was healing people from major illnesses. I'm like, well, let me see what he's doing because he's getting it done. And from there, I delved deep. And I learned so much.
How did you find Sebi?
I actually found Sebi through John. John found Sebi through Siobhan. Siobhan is my sister. John's my brother. Siobhan, I don't know how she ran into Sebi, but she told John about him. John ordered his some of his herbs, started using them. I saw the herbs. I'm like, what's that? He's like, it's Sebi package. I saw this old man on the pad. I'm like, who is this dude, Dr. Sebi? You know what I mean? Yeah. And then a year later, after that, when I had decided that I wanted to improve my health, I came across Dr. Sebi in my research, and I remembered John was using him, and that's when it like clicked. I'm like, oh, it must be something to this guy. So I started going hard. I've probably seen every Dr. Sebi clip that's out there. And so he's like the foundation for, a lot of the information I provide. But trust me, I went way beyond Dr. Sebi. And one of the things I noticed is with each individual guy, whether it's Dr. Sebi, whether it's a mainstream medical doctor or another herbalist, there's always one aspect of their teaching that's wrong or just not incomplete. So you never want to listen to just one source. You always want to gather information from multiple sources. And just because one source that you trust says something doesn't mean they're correct. So what I did was I took the information from multiple sources and I pretty much filtered out all the garbage. And I started to build on a clean slate. And that's the information I provide on the channel. I've already filtered through a lot of the garbage that you guys would have to go through. And now it's like I've done a lot of the work for you. I still want people to do their own research, because when you do your own research, it becomes real for you, and it's like, okay, yeah, like I feel this. This is right. But yeah, it's taking off, man. It's crazy.
That's it's good. A lot of people should, I guess, care about their health. Most people don't, or if they do, they think they're doing it right when it's actually not the correct way to do it, or they're not getting the benefits that they actually should get if they were, I guess, doing the right things and not listening to what it's basically like listening to your body, listening to what your body says. I've always been a vegetarian. Well, not always, pescatarian. Then now I'm like a solid vegetarian for going on 3 years. And it's kind of crazy because I always called myself a vegetarian.
Always
call myself a vegetarian, but I eat chicken and I'm a vegetarian, but I eat chicken and fish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I've only ever eaten chicken and fish, so
you were supposed to have a steak back in the day.
Yeah, I never ate it.
Never ate it.
I never did it. Nope. I never did it. That's crazy. I just
it's too late now.
I'm not doing it. Yeah. I just want to see how it tastes one time.
Yeah.
One time.
And at the time, I was a meat eater because I've switched over to alkaline, but I just perfected my steaks. I remember I perfected my steaks, and you were like, "Yeah, I want to have steak one time," and I'm like, "Yo, you got to let me make it for you." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you, being you're like, "Well, I'm gonna try it next year." So this was like 6 months before the end of the year, and I'm like, "Dude, for real?" You're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Why? I'm going to make it for you. Let's just try it now." You're like, "Nah, I don't want to do it this year. I want to wait till next year." Next year never came.
I don't really remember why I didn't try it.
It was something about February, I feel like. Or I don't know. I don't remember. You always have reasoning, but
I don't know. It makes sense in my head. I don't know, but I don't think I'll ever go back to eating meat. Actually, I'm pretty confident. Unless I was like, no. I was about to say if I was straight on an island, but
that's probably you probably wouldn't have meat.
Yeah.
So are you still eating eggs? Because I know you were eating eggs.
Well, the thing is, I'm eating eggs indirectly.
Uh-huh.
Like cookies, every now and
Right,
then,
right.
or dough, because sometimes eggs are in like pizza dough or stuff like that.
Because you're not a vegan.
No,
Right.
no, I'm not a vegan, but I don't purchase eggs. I haven't purchased eggs probably since October.
Oh, okay.
It's been quite some time since I've actually purchased eggs.
Was that hard to like stop?
No, nothing's really hard unless you really. I don't know. For me, it wasn't hard. I mean, I can't speak for everyone else, but for me, it wasn't hard to stop eating eggs. It was just like, crap, now I have to think of something else I want to eat.
When you go to like Waffle House or IHOP though.
I mean, I'll order it.
Oh, you will order it?
Yeah.
Oh, well then you still eat eggs.
Well, I said that. I mean,
you said you eat them indirectly.
Indirectly, but I forgot to do what's that? The addendum? What they put on the house, like the addendum?
The
extra, the fine print.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like if I go to Waffle House, I don't know, man, because after I saw that video, it kind of
Which one?
The one you sent me. I know you have a kind heart, so you appreciate this. And I woke up to watching this video of chickens and how they get forced to, poop out these eggs and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. That's bad, man. That was a.
Yeah, that kind of crushed my heart. So I was just like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. So I don't know, but by then when you sent me, I was like, I don't even eat
I think you had already.
I don't even know why he's sending me this freaking video.
Because
the thing is, I don't want to see that. I don't like seeing animals hurt. I stop and swerve when I see animals in the road.
Right.
I say a little prayer for dead animals in the street.
Yes.
Roadkill.
And he's not kidding. I've been with him.
I don't, that's just who I am. Like, I don't like to see animals feel pain or in any kind of harm. I don't like it, Mm-hmm. So waking up to that, I'm just like, oh my gosh. It was like a 25-minute video or something like that. And, But I mean, that inspired more of like, okay, you know what? I'm about to just stop eating eggs completely, like indirectly and all that. Nah, but
that's a little more work, man.
It is.
Even I don't do that.
Yeah, I got a sweet tooth, man. I like my tasty treats, man.
You a snacker.
I am a snacker, but I've actually cut back on the snacks or the type of snacks that I eat. Like instead, I would eat instead of like potato chips or like those Dorito type junks that you get at Whole Foods, I would get plantain chips.
Right.
That's what I've been snacking
And
on.
popcorn, right? You started hitting the popcorn up.
Yeah, I've been doing popcorn.
Well, when did you change your snacks? I feel like after your fast, you did that fast. I feel like after that, you kind of changed your snacking habits.
I change my snacks all the time, man.
No. Like the quantity, like your snacking habits changed, like noticeably.
No,
like I noticed the difference.
Because you don't pay attention to a lot of things that I do.
Okay.
Because they're
I'm not observant.
You aren't.
Okay.
Because you didn't even know my channel was gone for like a week.
What does that have to do with anything? I told you I got rid of the notifications. How am I gonna know? You don't even watch my channel. You don't even go to my channel.
That is true.
Okay, so
why would I go to the channel when the channel is right here?
He never lets me talk to him about health.
Here.
He never lets me talk to him about health. Don't try that.
No. The viewers, they get a pause button. I don't get a pause button.
Oh my god.
I don't get a pause button. You know what I mean? I get a but since you've been like so frequent and busy, I don't get trapped as much,
Whatever, man.
But it's all good. I mean, I appreciate it.
No, you don't, because when we very first moved here, you remember, you were building your credit. I was on the credit thing back then.
Okay, because I understand. I know where you're about to go. I'm a simple guy. I don't like all these words coming into my mind, man. Just like what you need to do to build your credit. Bam. Do this. Call a credit card company. Make big purchases. Pay it on time. You can call, expand the limit. Bam. Just shorten it. You ever seen One Punch Man?
Yes.
And Cyborg was taking notes.
Yeah.
He was taking notes, or he was talking to Saitama, and he was like giving him a big old explanation, and slowly but surely Saitama was just sitting there while Cyborg was talking. You're Cyborg, I'm Saitama, and the words were just coming, and then it was just like a boiling point, and they switched scenes, and Saitama was still trying to be patient, and Cyborg freaking got heated. I mean, he just wouldn't stop, and Saitama was like, lower the sentences, like lower your speech to like 5 sentences, you know, and that's how you were when it comes to credit. Though I do appreciate it, but just simplify it.
I'm taken for granted around here. That's all good. There's people that would love to just be able to have me in their ear.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You're not one of them.
I am extremely grateful, beyond grateful, for the wondrous things that you bestow upon me. Mm-hmm. And I say that with the utmost respect.
I appreciate
in
that.
In the most non-sarcastic way. You know, I'm extremely grateful for it, man. But, you know, sometimes, you know, I should be saying like, whoa, I gotta go to work. Anytime now. It is hard to exit a conversation because I don't want to be rude. Mm-hmm. You know, I'll be like, yo, I gotta go. You know, I feel rude. I feel like I'm being
So
rude.
you just avoid me instead?
I don't avoid you.
There are so many times where I would just utter the word crip. I wouldn't even get the whole word out. I'd be like, yeah, so crip.
Oh, I'm like, nah.
I'd be like, all right, no. Oh, hey, I gotta go. All right, bye.
No, I already heard it. There's nothing else I need to know. I get it. I know where this is going. There's no point for me to just sit there and, you know.
It's all good.
My mind, I need a break from some words at times.
That reminds me of that text message you showed me.
Oh, not today.
Not today.
Not today, but my gosh, yes.
You know how sometimes somebody will text you and you jokingly say, "Oh yeah, she texted me a book." No. No. You have no clue. No clue. We won't get into it, but no, he got an actual novel, like an actual novel.
Mm-hmm. Actually, let me see if I can pull it up.
Oh, okay. So now
no. You know what? No, that's too much. That's too much. No, we'll wait.
It was because you know how when somebody's telling you a story, you know, sometimes people exaggerate things. So he's like, dude, she sent me a book. And I'm like, I've heard this before. I've gotten books. Let's see how long this thing is. He starts scrolling down. You know, you see the first chunk. You see the second chunk. You see the third. By the fourth chunk, because you know you got a maximum amount of characters that your phone will allow you to. She had sent 4 maxed out boxes. Plus, I told him to stop scrolling. I didn't want to see anymore. Yeah. Like I lost it.
Yeah, it was way too much. It's like how do you even reply to that?
You can't.
It's like how do you even find?
You can't.
And the funny thing is, I'm in the middle of trying to reply to some stuff, and here comes another wall of text. I'm just like, yo. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to reply to. You know, so like it takes me like good 45 minutes to an hour to type my messages.
Right.
Meanwhile, she's up there going ham on the thumbs. You know what I mean? She's probably breaking her freaking phone screen and all that stuff, man. But yeah.
Dude, that reminds me when we were younger and like when the T-Mobile, the sidekicks came out. If you had a sidekick, couldn't nobody out text you. So when you got into an argument with your girl and you had the sidekick, you're going to win because she can't out text you. She's using T9.
I never had a sidekick.
Oh, man, you missed out. Like
it's just like those, they look like the PSPs.
They kind of look like a PSP or a DS. Yeah. And the screen, you would kick it up with your thumb. Like if you was cool. For anybody who had the sidekick, y'all know we didn't open it with the proper. There was like a little lever. You kick it with the back of your thumb and it flips open like a switchblade. But like back then you were getting like texting wars with people, and I remember specifically I was in a texting war with somebody and I was just destroying them. Like I would get 2 paragraphs off before they could respond in the first message. But that was kind of off topic. But yeah.
Dude, we were talking about health.
Yeah,
we were talking about being a vegetarian. We ended with sidekicks.
Sidekicks. That's the beauty of it.
Wow.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, we was but anywho, I think I was talking about me being a vegetarian, being a pescatarian, how I didn't never ate meat,
right,
or beef or pork.
Right.
I literally forgot where I was going with that, but you know, Chris is doing his thug thizzle with his health stuff. That thing is popping off. I was doing my thing with my anime stuff on YouTube, but channel got removed, so it's all good. I mean,
why'd your channel get removed?
Copyright.
Copyright infringement.
I got 3 strikes on my account. Got 3 strikes on my stuff.
YouTube is a censor king, dude.
Yeah, it is. They might censor this.
Man, this is uncensored. Uncensored. Raw and uncut.
Yeah.
You remember being a kid and you would like be watching TV late night and that raw and uncut Girls Gone Wild commercial would come on? You ever see those?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like later on after, because Girls Gone Wild got huge. Like they got huge. And then they brought on Snoop Dogg. And then Snoop Dogg started doing like little infomercials. I don't know if he was like in the actual show or if he was doing the infomercials, but like I'm like, yo, this is so cheesy. But I would sit there and watch those girls. They be like flashing and stuff. I'm like, yeah, college girls gone wild. I was way too young. Way too young.
Now that I think about it, I think those videos kind of painted an image of white girls for me.
Oh yeah.
Because that's all they would show
Yeah.
on Girls Gone Wild.
Oh, yeah.
Was like white girls. And back then in Cincinnati, I didn't really know. All I knew was black chicks.
Uh-huh.
Now that I think about it, it's just crazy. Maybe subliminally. Like, you know, ooh, they're a lot more fun and they're more adventurous and more willing to try new things and different stuff. Because they woo flashes and stuff like that. And you would never see, at least back in, you know, you would never see hood chicks or black, you know, or people who grew up in the hood. You wouldn't see those chicks like that.
No, they're not flashing you.
Well, I was like 16 back then. So.
Yeah. Yeah, the media has such a big impact on our train of thought. Like you'll think something is your thought and it's not. Like somebody gave it to you. That's what propaganda is all about. That's why I stopped watching TV.
Yeah.
Like the only thing I do now is, as far as like TV goes, is Netflix. Or I might if there's a TV series that I'm interested in, I might download it.
Would it still be called TV?
No, it's not.
It's called laptop or a computer.
It's called.
Like, because like only time I really turn on TV is when we do like video games. When I play video games
Right.
on TV.
But that's not even watching TV.
So like we should change that term.
What, watching TV?
Yeah, I'm about to watch TV because most people don't watch TV.
No, some people still do watch TV.
Yeah,
But see, okay, watching TV, you can watch TV on the internet though. Here's the thing, and this is like my opinion, right?
Television.
The tell-a-vision. That's the subliminal part of it. Yeah,
That's a spell.
Yeah, it's a spell. They're telling you a vision, and that's what they do very well. But I feel like TV is more like when they got the commercials. So like you're watching something and then every, 10 minutes a commercial comes on. That's TV to me.
Yeah.
That's just how I look. But now they're turning, even YouTube, it's got the ads. You can put the ads in the middle of there's going to be an ad coming up soon. You can put the ads in the middle and have a commercial break. So YouTube, internet's it's coming full circle. The internet's becoming TV again.
I mean, I don't know. Because people always ask me if I watch. Well, they don't always ask me, hey, do you watch TV? But no, like when the subject of TV comes up, yeah, I don't watch TV.
Nah, you don't watch TV.
I don't. I mean, I'm literally on my computer reading manga or watching anime.
Right.
Now that I can't do my YouTube stuff anymore on my channel, I'm gonna probably get back into music. I don't know, man.
I've been waiting for that next album.
Yeah. Actually, we're
what?
Going,
I be hearing you up there. I be hearing the music. What is that? You not working on that?
I listen to music.
Man, I thought you was. I'm like, yo, he's something. He's working on something. He's cooking in the kitchen right now.
Stop it.
For real. That's what I've been thinking.
Stop it. I've been working on editing my videos, but the funny thing is, I had something else that I wanted to do, but it's all good. But I mean, I don't watch TV. There's actually a lot of series that I don't even know of because, I don't watch, Netflix as often, which I'm trying to get back into. There's this show called Black Mirror. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard good things about it.
I haven't seen it. I've seen 2 episodes. I'm sorry. I've seen 2 episodes of it, and what I've seen so far is really good.
It sounds good.
There's a lot of it's like there's a lot of diversity to the story. It's so futuristic. There's like every episode there's a different character, or there's never one of the same actor in the same.
It's like
episode.
the Twilight Zone or the Outer Limits. Is I heard.
I've never seen that, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, man, that bad boy looks pretty good. And now that I ain't got no freaking videos to react to, since I can't upload anything to my channel anymore, I guess I'll freaking, maybe get caught up on some of those series or whatever. Because I mean, there's a lot of good series. They have that Black Mirror. They have that the Stranger Things or something like
Stranger
that.
Things. Yeah, people really like that one. Have you seen Game of Thrones?
Nah.
Listen, Game of Thrones. You're gonna have to get past.
Is that on Netflix?
Oh no,
Or is that
you can
HBO
still you
or
can
something
access it. It's on HBO.
I'll wait. The thing is, like, I honestly want to wait until I get into a relationship with someone,
so y'all can do the Netflix
so we
and
can
chill.
like, watch movies and chill, man.
Yeah, it's called
that's
Netflix.
What I want.
It's called Netflix and chill.
Whatever. It don't have to be Netflix. It could be Hulu. It could
But the act of doing it is now Netflix and chill. It used to be called Make It a Blockbuster Night. Like when our parents were dating and stuff, they'd be like, "Yeah, we're making a Blockbuster Night." You remember that?
No.
Oh, you was too young. Blockbuster. Man, I loved Blockbuster.
I didn't love Blockbuster because every time I would go up there to get Dragon Ball GT Final Bout,
It was gone. You could never get Dragon Ball GT Final Bout.
Yeah.
They had one copy.
I caught it. I got it one time. And like I ran, it's like, oh, finally get GT. It's here. It's here. I got it and rented it for like 3 days, I think. And then we had to take it back. I was like, Mom. I was like, yo, can we like tell them we lost the game or something? Can we tell them we lost it, like, so we can just buy it? Because you know I'll rock with Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
And I wanted it so bad, but I couldn't get it. She's like, boy, you better take that game back. Like we would, because I would take the games back. Like I would ride my bicycle all the way up Redden Road, and then the Blockbuster. You remember Swift and Commons?
Yeah.
In Roseline, the
Yeah.
Bond Hill Roseline area. I would ride my bike up there. It's close to Swift and Commons, but it's like right before you cross the street to go to Swift and Commons. And
Okay, where the Kroger was?
Yeah. It's right where the Kroger is, and it was just like it was like in the middle right there. And took it back. It was like there it is, and then I would go back check see if it was there. Never saw it again.
And you were close to that Blockbuster, so you could check pretty frequently.
Yeah,
dude, I was probably a 30-minute like bike ride away, and from my Blockbuster. So for me, it was not like the 30 minutes at that point in time. That was like forever, and so it was wintertime. I remember my mom took us to Blockbuster. I guess we were out of school. We lived in Ohio, so we would get some good snow, ice, and everything. So we were out of school. My mom took us up there, and it was there. Me and my little brother, John, we freaked out. We lost it. This is before I met Mel. We went back home.
for GT.
Yeah, we got GT. That was before I ever met you. And we went back home, and Maine, you know what I mean? Let Maine know we got it. Dude, we played the crap out of that game. I'm sure we ended up returning it late. Mm-hmm. But that was the only time we got it that one time, and that was it. Never saw it again.
Yeah, y'all took it back late.
I'm sure we took it back late.
Wow.
But we never, like you said, you could never find it. You could never get it.
Yeah. I mean, but that was Blockbuster. Most people probably don't even know what Blockbuster is.
Yes, they do.
Well, not most people, but like younger people.
Yeah.
They have no idea what Blockbuster is.
Let's make it a Blockbuster. Hey, bring that back, millennials. Let's make it a Blockbuster night. Start telling people that.
Make it a Hey,
we're gonna make it a Blockbuster night tonight.
I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that. But hey, let's make it a Blockbuster night.
Yeah.
Like, you in the net? No, let's make it a Blockbuster.
Nah, let's do it old school tonight.
Yeah, let's do it old school. You know what I mean? And but yeah, Blockbuster, man. I remember renting. Well, my mom, she rented Lion King, because I love Lion King. I think it was on either Sega or Super Nintendo. I'm thinking
Sega.
Yeah, it was
Sega.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was on Sega, and I got to the end.
Oh wow!
I didn't beat it. I got to the end because there was one. The hardest stage on there that you'll probably remember is the Hakuna Matata stage. Oh no! It's the Waiting to Be King, where you jump on those monkeys and the monkeys are throwing you different ways. And you're jumping on the hippos and stuff like that. That's for like the hardest stage on there.
Okay.
But so I got stuck on that for a while, and we I think we were in it for like 2 or 3 days or whatever. And then I remember it's like I got to the end. I was like, Mom, I got the last stage. It was the day to take the game back.
Yeah.
I was like, I only got I just need to play for a little bit more because I was almost at Scar. I was almost at Scar, man. You know, because I ran through the thing where he saw his dad in the sky or whatever, or Mufasa showed up. And then I got to the end and I tried to win, and my mom was like, "Boy, that bus about to come. You better hurry up." I was like, oh my gosh. So I had to turn the freaking game off, and I never got to beat Lion King.
Dang.
Never got to beat it until like maybe a couple years ago. This is when I was a kid.
Right, yeah.
And I just now beat it like maybe a couple years ago on an emulator.
Oh, okay.
Like on an emulator, I actually got to beat it. So those were the struggles that we had to go through, like when it comes to Blockbuster.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Renting.
Yeah,
they don't know nothing about having to rent a game for 2 or 3 days.
Renting a game that you really just want to, grind out, and then you just, you can't freaking grind out, man, because you got these limited amount of days, man. So I guess kids are more privileged when it comes to I guess video games, because it's right at their the accessibility. Right at their accessibility is right at their access.
They can download games on their phone.
Yeah, they can download games. They even have trials that you can just download before you even purchase the game. We didn't have that.
Well, we got on the PlayStation. We got the demo disc.
Yeah,
demo disc went hard.
Yeah,
I know some of y'all from the 90s remember that demo disc, man.
Demo. Oh, that's hard.
We used to go. I remember we used to go hard on Power Rapper the Rapper. And it's
Rapper the Rapper.
Yeah, because with Power Rapper the Rapper, see you.
Why you call him Par Rapper? It's Par Rapper the Rapper.
Power Rapper the Rapper. Power Rapper the Rapper.
Why are you saying it like that?
Power Rapper the Rapper.
It's not Par Rapper.
Par Rapper the Rapper. Par Rapper the Rapper.
Par Rapper the Rapper.
Power Rapper the Rapper.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
you're saying like Stewie says cool whip.
Whip.
Why are you saying it like that? Say cool. Say whip.
Whip.
Whip. Say whip. Cool whip.
Cool whip.
Cool whip. That's how you doing it.
Cool whip. You know what? The game that is the bane of my existence. This is your Lion King, and actually it's worse because I never got to beat it. I probably need to find it. Time Lord. Is this game on Nintendo on original NES called Time Lord? Me and my brothers, we went hard. See, it was 4 of us. Well, really like 3 of us that really got down on the games. We beat every game. There was no games we didn't beat. Like, we beat every game. And so we got Time Lord, and I don't remember how we got it. It might have been a present. Someone gave it to us. There was a stage. Anybody who's played Time Lord, there was a stage. It was a Western stage. Because basically, there was this guy. He would jump back and forth in time. He would go to different points in time. And in order to leave time, like to skip that era, he'd have to collect these orbs. And the orbs were hidden throughout the world or whatever. So there was this Western stage, and for some reason, we could not find all the orbs. It was like impossible to find the orbs. None of us could find these orbs. And eventually the game just broke. Like, or we couldn't, man.
How does the game just break?
Well, back with the cartridges with the Nintendo games, like there was like little tricks. Like they would get glitchy after a while. Like we used to freeze them. Did you ever used to put your NES games in the freezer?
I think so.
Yeah, like this is
crazy.
This is the dopest thing.
So many different methods just to make the game
just to get
work.
it, but like all kids did it though. Like all kids did it, and we didn't have the internet, but we all used to do it. We would freeze batteries. We would freeze Nintendo cartridges. You'd get a cotton swab with some alcohol on the tip. You try and clean it out. You know what I mean? We also had another technique where when we slid the cartridge in, you wouldn't push it all the way and then close it. You would barely slide it in, and then you'd slide it down in. And sometimes the cartridge would work. Yeah. And all Nintendo kids know these tricks.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's dope.
We did so many different. Yeah, I mean, we did. I would say we did similar things or whatever, especially for like Mario and Mario Duck Hunt, Double Dragon, Toad.
Whew.
What's that? Was that Double Dragon and Toad?
Double Dragon and Toad, yeah. Battletoads. Because no one ever played the regular Double Dragon.
I did.
Yeah, but you played Double Dragon 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah.
I did too, but
me and my brother used to love Double Dragon. We even watched the cartoon that came.
Oh, the cartoon was bad.
Man, that's so nostalgic. That brings like so many memories, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy. But it's so many different techniques or stuff that you would do just to get the game to work.
Yep.
Flip upside down and
dude, we would bang it on our head. I mean, but it would
do
work.
A little dance.
Do a rain dance.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's crazy thinking about that, man. Yeah. But, I mean, that all goes back to Blockbuster and everything that they had and things that they don't have now and things that it's gone.
They were holding on for a while, but you know what happened? When Netflix came out, Blockbuster didn't evolve. They tried. They did, I think you could rent games, have games sent to you, or they would do like, oh no, you could buy a membership where you could rent unlimited for like a month or something like that. I don't remember, but like they didn't get with the program.
Yeah. The thing is, Blockbuster had an opportunity to merge and work and partner with Netflix, but they decided not to do it. Mm-hmm. And that was their downfall. That was their downfall. If they would have partnered with Netflix,
yeah.
Oh, they would have been bumping. They'd probably been like the most prosperous company because everybody when they was renting or viewing movies and all that jazz, they went to Blockbuster.
Right.
But Blockbuster, as we started slowly getting to like the download and digital area stuff. People pirating stuff.
Yeah.
And movies becoming more accessible through your computers versus being on VHS and DVDs. Blockbuster didn't keep up with the times.
Right.
Netflix was seeing more out in the future. Mm-hmm. Blockbuster's like, nah, we got this.
Yep.
Nope.
We're the big dogs. Ain't nobody gonna. Yeah. And that was their downfall, right? And so it's like that with everything. People who are rigid in their thinking, they always die off.
Yeah.
You can't be like that. You have to be dynamic in your thinking.
Always finding a way to move forward and doing things that are progressive. Mm-hmm. If you see something, I guess it's sort of like how technology is. It is technology.
Yeah.
Another part of technology is how we used to be on our phones, how we used to have those little Nokias, and slowly but surely you see internet is now on our phones and stuff like that. You have to get with the times. Companies have to evolve and move towards what everyone is doing. And but the thing is that I always ponder is how do they come up with these technologies?
Oh.
Okay. I guess it'll be like a whole other freaking 3 hours.
We're not gonna get into that tonight. But one thing I did want to mention is the some of the things we will be talking about on this podcast. You could be looking forward to some conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Like I love conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
I don't consider myself a conspiracy theorist. I consider myself a truther or a truth seeker.
A truther.
A truther is like the cool term. That's what all the conspiracy theorists are calling themselves now. Call themselves truthers.
So if conspiracy theorists are calling themselves truthers, you would technically be a conspiracy theorist.
I'm a truther.
Oh,
see how that works?
I feel you.
You see what I'm saying?
Hey, you're a truther. Hey, whatever you want to do, man, do your thing, man. You know what I mean? Whatever title you want to be, man, I rock with you, man.
Yeah, but shoot, man. Hey, we've had fun tonight.
Oh, we done?
Hey, we've had a lot of fun tonight, man. But your boy, he's got. I'm working on some logo designs right now. I'm working on. I got a video I need to get ready. I'm still adding to the website, and this was fun though. I had a lot of fun doing this. I can't wait to do the next episode.
Mm-hmm. This was just an introduction, memory lane. You took me down some memory lane.
Yeah.
That I didn't really want to go down, but we there.
Dude, we got more memories.
Yeah.
You know what? Like, I don't know. Maybe we got some good memories. We got some bad memories, but I'm willing to get into some memories.
We'll see. Depending on what the memories are.
We'll see what the vibe is like.
I ain't trying to have the government out there knowing my entire life.
Man, they already know.
They will go back and be like, oh. You know what I mean?
Did you have your cell phone with you during the time you was making these memories?
Probably not.
Probably.
I turned the permissions off on my phone.
But the technology is still equipped to do that, right? So all they got to do is bypass your permission. I mean, they're doing something illegal. So,
But
you ever heard of that movie God's Eye? I think it's called God's Eye.
God's eye. Mm-hmm. God's eye. Sometimes I do.
No.
I don't. Hey, that's God's plan.
I like that song, but I don't want to get into that. Yeah. But yeah, God's Eye is like where they use all technology, laptops in people's houses, cell phones, street cameras, all technology to locate people.
It's like Inuyashiki.
I don't think I've
Have you ever seen that?
I don't think I've
seen
seen
that. It's that anime like Inuyashiki. You'll check it out. It's good.
Okay. I need another list of animes. Since you're back in the game now, I can ask you for the list.
I'm not. I'm back.
You got a couple for me.
I'm out the game.
You back in it. You about to be back in it.
I'm out the game.
No, like just watching animes.
No.
Oh boy. Well, whatever.
I literally only watched it for the reaction.
Okay, well, you've seen some new ones then, so you can tell me.
Yeah. All right. Anywho, Chris is tired. I can go a whole nother 3 hours.
Man, we ain't trying to make this
got nothing to do.
6 hours, man.
No, it's all good. I can play some Monster Hunter. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, this is what you can expect. Nice little fun, loving conversations. Probably more, thought provoking conversations as well. And I'm not a super political person, but Chris likes to talk about stuff like that.
I want to get him out of his comfort zone a little bit.
So, I mean,
that's what makes it fun.
Expect the unexpected, and that's about it. We'll come up with slogans and all that stuff.
I've been trying to think about how we're going to end this for the whole night.
It's all good, man. We'll just end it with bye.
Bye.
Just bye.
Let's end it like that. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. Hold on. Thank you for tuning. Hold on. Here it is. Hold on. This is.
He's not gonna be able to do
it. You have been listening to. Hold on. You've been listening to Animated Sage Thoughts with Chris and Mel. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us on our social media accounts at
Animated Sage Thoughts. Animated Sage Thoughts should be all of our social media.
Animated Sage Thoughts should be all of our social media.
All right, y'all. Sage out.
All right, you all. Sage is leaving. This is YBM
show. I'm just gonna walk off the camera.
We out. Peace and love.
I don't understand this. I talk about everything. I'm knowledgeable about everything. No, I don't know everything about every individual.